Hello, everyone. This is gonna be kind of a different type of video. It's not gonna be gaming. Now, I did just wake up and did just brush my hair, but generally, I wanted to make a video about um, why I enjoy Steam games so much. I'm just gonna go over here because it's easier for me. But yeah, I'm gonna say why I enjoy Valve games so much. Valve games are just amazing pieces of content, basically. And each one has revolutionized a lot of stuff. If you really think about it, Half-Life 1, the original Half-Life, um, used to be. Sorry, this hair is kind of freaking me out. I don't really have it out like this normally. Anyway, Half-Life 1 was just amazing on every front. The combat system, like the fighting the Marines or whatever, the guns were all great. The difficulty was up there, and or too easy. The story overall amazing, really in depth and really cool, especially when it gets over to Half-Life 2. But on just Half-Life 1, the different types of like puzzles that you have to do, the Half-Life 1 aesthetic in general is just really nice, in my opinion. Sorry, my face is really itchy. I don't really have my hair out on my face like that. I usually have it open like this. Um, but yeah, Half-Life 1 was just so well done. The platforming, the vent crawling scenes, no matter if there was a billion of them, the enemies, the final boss, the boss fight, everything really about it amazing. They really nailed it on all fronts, made Half-Life 1 the best game ever at the time, in my opinion. Because it was like up there in terms of like what they did for their genre. It's kind of up there with how popular it is and how much it changed things. With Halo, it's definitely up there with Halo on how much was actually changed and altered. I'm on my bed right now, so I'm kind of shifting around. I don't usually sit up here. Anyway, yeah, Half-Life 1 was just, I don't know, so much thought and care was put into it. Then I just personally really like it. Anyway, with Half-Life 1, it goes on to other games, of course. The original Team Fortress game, Team Fortress 1, I don't think actually has the Valve IP or company behind it. I think a different company actually owns Team Fortress 1. But as far as I remember, it was pretty popular, but the sequel is where everything really shined. See, the first one, it didn't have that much to it. It was just a really good created team versus team game. But at the time, it was already pretty outdated, I'm pretty sure. When it came out, it was actually outdated as they already made a different engine. So Valve immediately picked up the project as just a mod or whatever, grabbed it, turned it into their own, gave them a bunch of money, pretty sure, and then just added into the Source 2 engine, I believe. Now, TF2 was the most popular game ever. I'm not even kidding. With how many YouTube shorts and other stuff there were, I don't think any other game is really as popular as I don't think any game was ever popular as much popular as that. Not just because of its gaming community and how active the servers were, but with how in depth and how active the YouTube SFM, the source filmmaker community was. All of them, like all of it was just amazing. They literally have achievements on the TF2 game to get 1 million views on one of your source filmmaker videos. And even currently, to this day, they're still making a bunch of My eyes. They're still making a bunch of Source filmmaker stuff that's popular. Like the one of the newest ones that I've been hearing about is Emesis Blue. Side, there's a lot in my nose. A lot of hair just making me want to sneeze. Uh, Emesis Blue, as far as I remember, it's some sort of like horror thing, and I know a lot of people just like it. I have to check it out soon. I haven't yet, but I will. Emesis Blue has like maybe 5 million already, and the fact that a game so old and barely playable right now, because there's still a bunch of bots, which is sad, but Team Fortress 2 is just such a good game. It used to be the most popular one, and in my opinion, the best first-person shooter ever. Even currently, I'd say it's like the best first-person shooter ever of all time, of all history. I don't care about your fucking Halos and your fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 2s or Black Ops 1 or any game that isn't beef after Black Ops 3. But yeah, generally, Team Fortress 2 was amazing. It had so much customizable stuff, but it was free to play. That's the thing. It was free to play, didn't need anything, and you just had to get on that grind set to actually get everything. You needed that grind set, you know? If you didn't grind for your stuff, then you wouldn't have anything. I kind of cheated because I didn't want to do a lot of the I didn't want to fuck up, you know? So I played a lot of man versus man, but I also used a achievement manager, Sam Pickle, Steam Achievement Manager. Now, that seems scummy, but when you think about it, the game doesn't give you a lot of options. It's either you do it, because of how many hackers there are, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a lot of the achievements. And I don't play games for achievements. I play games to enjoy them. So I got all achievements, especially the ones that actually give you items. I got the Dead Winger, I think the Ambassador, a few other things, all for like free, pretty much. No time. I have like 5 hours on the game so far. I'm a new gamer, don't be mad. I always have like only 5 hours. Except Gmod. Gmod I have like 60 something hours. No. Gmod I have 40 hours. Payday 2 I have 65, 80 maybe. I'm proud of that number, but other people they have like thousands of hours on that stuff. Now, going off of Team Fortress 2, you have to also talk about the other type of mod that Valve bought the rights to, Portal. Portal is such an amazing story game. Story game alone, it has a lot of stuff to it. And technically, it's combined with the Half-Life lore, which I don't really get how that works. I don't. Like, because Half-Life mentions and comments, like, Half-Life mentions Aperture, but if Portal, the Forced Portal, was a mod containing the Source 2 engine, not the original Gold Source or anything, but just the Source 2 engine, normal engine, and the Source 2 engine came out at the same time Half-Life 2 did, I believe. I don't know. How did Aperture get inserted in the Half-Life lore if it was a mod? Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. Hmm. Maybe they didn't actually talk about Aperture at all and just had some stuff like the Aurora Borealis. No, because they had a logo or something. I don't know. I'm getting off track. Portal 1 was amazing. It was a huge mindfuck and great overall Portal, not Portal game, overall story and puzzle game. The puzzles were great. It actually made me stumped when I played through it, my original route, not trying to look anything up. I have something in my throat. But yeah, it was amazing. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this so it doesn't look as bad. It was amazing. Great game overall. I actually have a companion cube 3D printed on my desk. But yeah, generally I like the Portal 1 game. Portal 2 is amazing as well. It features the same stuff as the last one, features in a whole bunch of new stuff, clarifies some stuff. I know that I'm saying a lot of stuff. I don't know, there's the whole idea of transporting portals between two different areas, teleporting through it almost seamlessly. It felt like unreal, you know? Like this was the first time that portals or teleportation things were actually considered a thing people could do. Like people were really just for the first time ever just being like, "Whoa, that would be so cool if I could just teleport one place to the other." And I don't really know what else they changed from the first portal to the second one, except for some decent mods and co-op. Co-op was a big thing that they wanted in Portal 2, but it had some missing potential in my opinion. They could have done some stuff better or different, but I'm no game expert, so I'm just personally saying my views. Now, I may not be no game expert, but I know a lot of Valve games. And I don't know, Valve games overall, they just have the same type of feel every time you get into it, you know? It's kind of like a liminal type of feeling. You get into Half-Life 2, you feel stranded. Like as soon as you enter and you go into the almost empty, completely robotic town almost, it feels so fucking dense and encapsulating, you know? Feels kind of like as soon as you get out of the main area, like the train station, it's just like it's just whoa, fucking bunch of stuff to process here. If it wasn't a million years old and we already know where most of the plot goes. Same thing with Portal. Portal 2, you get in there and it's just like this is unnerving, you know? That's the feeling. It's unnerving. Every time you actually enter a Valve game, it's unnerving. Except for Team Fortress 2, because that you just have a bunch of screaming Scottish, British, French, and whatever the hell heavy is. Oh, and German people just screaming at the top of their lungs to kill and charge and yeah. But the other games, they're so like separate, you know? They're separate but both kind of feel the same. They have the same type of feeling. Even in Half-Life 1, they had that encapsulating, crushing-esque feeling. Another good way to describe it is in Dead Rising and stuff, when you go outside the safe rooms and it's just like, whoa, you know? I'll do a video on I'll do a video on why Dead Rising in and of itself is great. But this is about Valve games. Now, I don't know, play, or do anything with Dota 2. I mean Dota at all. I don't know anything about Dota. Okay, so I'm not going to be covering Dota. All I know is that it's like League of Legends. I don't know. Probably going to get hate for that. But apparently it's just worse League of Legends. Once again, no export. Now, generally, I don't know. Alright, so what did I... Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, honestly, fire game. It's such a unique take on the zombie virus because at the time I don't think there was a lot of things out there where it's just like differing zombie types, you know, except for maybe Resident Evil. But really, I think at the time that Left 4 Dead 1 came out,